Good morning, learners! Welcome to another Math Terrific episode here in Valenzuela Live. I'm Teacher Precious from P.O. Valenzuela Elementary School, your FP Math teacher for this day. To actively participate in our discussion, kindly do the following. First, type your complete name, grade and section, your subject teacher, and your school for attendance. Second, type your answers and your question after the discussion on the comment box. We are still on quarter 1, week 8 of our MELC, or the most essential learning competencies. And we are here to learn how to divide decimal up to 4 decimal places by tenths, hundredths, and thousands. And also, to divide decimals up to 2 decimal places by 10, 100, and thousands. Let's have an activity, and this activity is what we call the SLOW. And SLOW stands for stop, look, and observe what's in. So what you're going to do is to observe the quotients of the equations that I'm going to show you. So our first equation is. So observe our divisor and also our quotient. So here's our quotient. Okay, next one, letter B. Our divisor, observe our divisor and also our quotient. Okay. Next one. In this example or in this equation, we have another divisor, another different divisor from the previous. Okay, and we have an quotient of, for the last one, we have 100 as a divisor. And our quotient? Okay, so what are these numbers? Okay, very good. These numbers are decimal numbers. But how about our divisors? So we divide them by 100ths, 1000s, 10, and hundredths digit. Did you know or did you notice the pattern? I'm sure you do. Let's see if you can answer the following equation. In this activity, you are given 10 seconds to type in and your answer on the comment box. For the first one, your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so let's see. What is your answer? Okay, very good. You've got it correct. And how do we do that? Let's see. Okay, so in this equation, what we do is we move the decimal point 1 place to the right when our divisor is 1/10. Very good observation. That's why we come up with a quotient of 145 and 4/10. Next one. How about this one? Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. Let's see. Very good. Again, you've got it correct. For this one, or for the letter B, what we do is we move our decimal point 2 places to the right when the divisor is 100ths. That's why we come up with a quotient of 285 and 21 hundredths. Next one, how about this equation? Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so time's up. Let's see. Okay, so how did we come up with that quotient? For this one, or for the letter C, we move our decimal point 3 places to the right when our divisor is 1000 thousandths. And as you notice, I add a 0 as a placeholder. That's why we have a quotient of 44,210. Next one, how about this one? We have a different divisor. So we have 10 as a divisor. Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so time's up. We have an answer of 751 thousandths. So how do we come up with that? So we move our decimal point one place to the left, when the divisor is 10. Next one. How about this one? Your 10 seconds starts now. Okay, so our answer for this equation is, so how did we get that? So again, what we do is we just move our decimal point 2 places to the left when the divisor is 100. Next one, how about this? We have 1,000. 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. Let's see. Okay, so how did we get that quotient? So for this one, for this equation, we move our decimal point at 3 places to the left when the divisor is 1,000. Okay, so I guess you are ready for our next activity, and this activity is what we call practice is the key. What you're going to do is to find the quotient of the following. So for the first one, we have 4 and 92 divided by 1/10. And then letter B, we have 53 and 781 thousandths divided by 100ths. And for the last one, we have 12 and 6423 divided by 1,000ths. So let's see. For the first one, since we are going to divide it by 1/10, we are going to move the decimal point of the dividend and the divisor 1 place to the right to make the divisor a whole number. So we are going to make our divisor a whole number by moving our decimal point. And we will get, after we move, we are going to divide it. So we have 49 and 2 2/10 divided by 1 is equal to 42 and 2/10. How about for the next one? So we have a divisor of 100ths. So we are going to move the decimal point of the dividend and the divisor 2 places to the right to make the divisor a whole number. So we have 1 as a divisor, and we are going to divide. We will get 5,378 and 1/10. The last one. So for this one, our divisor is 1,000. So we are going to move our decimal point of the dividend and the divisor 3 places to the right to make the divisor a whole number. Okay? How about if we are asked to divide 10, hundreds, and thousands? So in this activity, we called it Mega Mind because we are going to use we are going to solve this mentally. So for this one, we have, for letter A, we have 5/10 divided by 10, 345 and 7/10 divided by 100, and 24 and 53 hundredths divided by 1,000. Okay, so for the first one, what do you think is the answer for this one? Okay, so let's see. You can comment your answer on the comment box. For this one, we have 10. So what we're going to do is to move the decimal point 1 place to the left. Okay? So we have 0 and 5 hundredths. Next one, letter B. In this equation, we have two zeros. So what we're going to do is to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So what do you think is the answer? Okay, very good. So we have 3 and 457 thousandths. Last one. Okay, so we have here 3 zeros. So we are going to move our decimal point 3 places to the left. And as you can see, I add a 0 as a placeholder on our quotient. Okay, so I think you are ready to have our last activity. And this activity is what we call the hidden message. What you're going to do is to solve and choose the quotient from the box and then write the word in the correct place to complete and answer our riddle. You will be given 45 seconds to do that. Are you ready? Of course you are. You are born ready. So let's start. Okay. Okay, time's up. Well, I can see that most of you are writing the riddle on the comment box. So what is our first word? Okay, very good. So we have what? The second one is can. The third one is you. Fourth is catch. Fifth is but. Not and throw. So what can you catch but not throw? A cold. Very good. Okay, so before we end, what I want you to remember is when we are to divide a decimal number by 1/10, 100ths, and 1,000, we are going to move our decimal point 1 place, 2 places, and 3 places to the right respectively. And then if we are asked to divide a decimal number by 10, 100, and 1,000, we are going to move our decimal point 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, to the left respectively. Okay, so let's see questions. I have this one. So the question is, how do we divide faster, or how are we going to divide faster? First, you are going to look for your divisor, if that is in 1/10, 100ths, or 1,000s, we are going to move our decimal point to the right. But if that is 10, 100ths, and 1,000, we are going to move it to the left. So that is a faster way in dividing decimal by 1/10, 100ths, and 1,000s. Okay? So I cannot answer all of your questions, but your subject teacher or your classroom teacher will do. So for your assignment, I want you to answer self-learning module, quarter 1, week 8. What's more, Roman numeral number 1, try this, and Roman numeral number 2, keep trying. So thank you so much for listening. So see you all again next time in another Materific episode. So thank you and stay safe. Goodbye.